to this week's yoga classes. We got a meditation and a pranayama as a separate video. So today we're actually going to do more a pranayama style, about 5 to 10 minutes seated sequence, which means that we're going to work on our breath. Our breath is our life energy that moves chi, prana, life in us. So when our lungs are healthy, many illnesses like COVID-19 is a lot less likely to attack our body than if we don't pay attention to our breath at all. So often we use only about 80% of our lung capacity, and there's part of the air of the carbon dioxide in our lungs that doesn't circulate at all because we don't use the full potential of our lungs. And that's why we practice pranayama, breathing, and it moves in asana practice too, obviously, especially when we're paying attention to combining our breath into the movement and taking it as far as possible. But it's super efficient also to just practice breathing as its own separate combo practice. So that's why I wanted to include it into today as a separate part, so that you can use these tools and you can do, for example, this only in the mornings, in the evenings, as a practice, and that's going to add a lot to your daily life. It's going to bring health, and it's going to improve your mood, and it's going to lift up your energy level, and also make your oxygen intake much more efficient in a way that we're conserving energy instead of consuming energy in our daily activities. And that's why we practice pranayama today. So finding your comfortable seated pose, whether that's your legs crossed, your legs straight out, make sure your spine's quite straight. You can take a full in and exhale to empty the lungs, to tune into your body. Perhaps close your eyes for a bit just to feel. There are a lot of different pranayama techniques, so obviously we're only going to cover one today, which is an energizing Kapalabhati breath. That means we're going to breathe in a full inhale, fill our lungs, and then start emptying the lowest part of our lungs as well. So we're going to start pumping the exhale out bit by bit, and perhaps counting into 20 to start with, and then as you progress, as you start practicing, you can take it further and further, 30, 40, 50. So just observe first. We're going to work with our lower abdominal, so literally pushing, pumping your abs, your tummy, to bring your exhale out. So taking a full inhale, perhaps you bring your hand onto your tummy, and then on your exhale we're going to start pumping the air out. And 20, taking a full exhale to empty the lungs completely. And we're going to do 10 rounds of this at your own pace. So I'll be doing them with you in here, but don't worry if your breath doesn't match mine. Do it at your own breath, at your own counting, because when we're in different phases on our pranayama practice, obviously the practice varies. So for you, for the breathing to be as easy, as comfortable for you, follow your own breath. Perhaps even stop the video if it's disturbing you hearing my breathing on the side. Emptying the lungs out on exhale, and then inhale, taking a full breath. Exhale, starting to pump. Just 20 to start with, inhaling, exhaling. 3. Keeping your eyes closed around 4. If you feel like it's comfortable for you to go further than counting into 20, feel free to do so, fully emptying the lungs out. Inhaling round 5. Round 6. Seven. 8. 9. 10. 'Taking a few full in and exhales. And then opening your eyes. Feeling how your body's more energized, more ready for the day. This is an energizing breath practice, so perhaps not the greatest in the evening, or if you do it, combine it with a slow flow yin yoga, something calming for the nervous system, so that we don't mess up with the system when our body's starting to get ready to sleep, and then with our breath we like energize it and not awaken it. But a great practice to start bringing into your daily life. Even if you don't do asana, like I said, start your morning with a few rounds. There's no limit how much you can do that can harm you, but probably when you're starting, start from 10 to 20 rounds with 20 to 30 repetitions, so pumping exhales. And then as you feel more and more comfortable, then you just add more rounds, increase it up to 25, 30, increase your exhales to 40, 50 eventually, but slowly, you do what feels comfortable and what feels good for your current breath, and let me know how it feels, especially if you start doing it on a more regular basis. It's always interesting to find out what students think, what they experience, what they discover through their own breath, their own life energy. Namaste, and I hope I see you next week. We've got 2 yoga classes this week.